What are your dreams? What are your wants? Do you want to grow your business? Help you crush your goals personally, professionally, and financially? Just join the conversation. What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing today on a beautiful Tuesday? Glad to see everybody on the call. Newcomers on the call, those watching the recording, much love, man. These calls, once again, are defined. They're meant to define the game you want to play and how to truly get started. And my intention and always will be is just to help you in any way, to show you what I've done. Whether you're a young dentist, inspiring dentist, whether you're a current dentist that's in dental school, whether you're a young entrepreneur, whether you're just somebody trying to figure out this thing called life, just trying to say, how do I maximize the most out of that, right? These calls, my intention, and this applies to all of you, whether you're inspiring to achieve, like I said, something in dental school, young entrepreneurship, whatever it is, whatever, just be the best you. Right. And my hope is that you take away some of the tips and tricks and start implementing. Like, what are we waiting on? Why do we wait so long to start doing something? Like they always say, if you want to do something different or you want to accomplish something different, you must do something different. But yet we all find these things every single day and we continue to do the same things and wanting a different outcome. Guys, I'm there. And as I mentioned before, I'm Dr. Bobby Grassi, born and raised in Flint, Michigan by a beautiful mother named Linda, raising 3 kids. I got a great stepdad and Bob Hill. Love Bob. He's been jumping on the calls. My mom's been on the calls. You know, I really say on a sidebar, you know, I was born and raised by a single mom, but I think God blessed me with one of the greatest dads in the world, and he's my stepdad. And so I know Bob's on the call. Bob's listening, man, much love. And thank you so much, not only for blessing me, but for blessing my wife and blessing us in our life. So just a little sidebar to Bob. But guys, what I want to do today is I want to tell you how to truly win. You know, in our last conversation, we talked about how to make the impossible possible, right? With our ingenuity and perseverance, but believe in humanity's immense potential. But this week we're talking about believe that you can do it. Belief, just belief. What is belief? Belief is probably one of the most powerful emotions that has the power to transform our lives. Belief. It is the underlying emotion of hope and often carries with optimism, confidence, and trust. When it comes to personal growth, believing like if you're in yourself and your ability to learn, grow, and achieve new goals, it's the utmost essential thing. Belief allows us the courage to try something even if we don't know how it will turn out, which encourages experimentation and exploration. Belief. Let's talk about belief. I can remember when I talked to people that I want to be a dentist. There was nobody in my family that ever went to grad school. There was nobody in my family that was ever in the field of dentistry. There was nobody. I was probably least likely to probably achieve in high school, whatever it is. Now, I had good swag. I could sing. I played sports, but nobody thought, let's be honest, that it was ever humanly possible that I was going to be a dentist, but me. See, the cool thing is about belief. Belief gives you hope when you're down. Belief gives you the ability to go past what you want to do. It's an eternal belief. Nobody has to believe in you but yourself. So belief, if you believe that you can do it, you will. When challenges arise, it is hard to stay motivated, but that belief system is what's going to get you by, remembering your past accomplishments. All these should serve as a reminder of the power that belief is in yourself can provide. When I was struggling in dental school, I just had to grind it out. I had to believe it was possible, right? Believe anything is possible. Even when starting something new or facing these daunting goals, I had to hold on to tight in faith. That's what gave me the strength beyond measure, allowing anything to become achievable in determination. It wasn't without belief. Nobody has to believe in you. Believing in yourself. Believing that anything is possible is what got me through it. I just knew that I had to take one step, one day at a time, and believe. Through every day, I kept building and building and building upon each other that anything was possible. Have you ever found your guys' self in a situation? Have you ever found yourself where the only one that really believed in yourself was yourself, just with the thumbs of her heart? Have you ever felt that way? That nobody really believed in you but yourself? Of course. And of course, we've all been there. We've all done it, right? From Chandel to Ken, we all believe that sometimes the only belief is in yourself, and you believe it because you know there's something deep down in your core. There's something deep within you that light you up, believe that anything is possible. What I want you to believe that just because it hasn't happened in your life, what's up? Is that Chris, Sheriff Swanson? What's up, Sheriff? Hey, man, just because you got to find belief within yourself. You got to find the inner belief that anything is humanly possible. And that's what's going to separate us. That's what we're talking about today. How do you believe in yourself? And even if you're a Christian, I'm a Christian, right? And if there's belief, there's hope. If there's hope, there's faith. It all ties hand in hand. But you first got to believe that anything is possible, even if you never accomplished in your life. I wrote a book called Destiny's Not Hereditary, and we all, people from Flint and Chris on the call, and Sheriff Swanson on the call, God love this guy. I should pull him in this because he's a better motivational speaker than me. But it starts with a belief system, whether it's an Ironman that Chris did, whether it's being a great father, whether it's being a great husband, whether it's being a great entrepreneur. It all starts with an internal belief. And let's talk about some of the 5 greatest victories. Let's talk about how do you believe in yourself? What are some of the things, the first step in achieving this, the 5 greatest victories you can achieve by believing in yourself? What are they? Breaking through any fear of self-doubt. Harness your internal strength and courage to break through any fears of self-doubt, blocking the path of growth. Anytime we stop ourselves, it's just from a fear within inside. We all have gatekeepers, fear, judgment, and ego, and they're all designed to keep us safe. It's your own self-doubt that limits your belief system. It's not the outside world. It's not the white noise we see. It's the self-doubt in here because you didn't believe it was possible. But if you truly believe that anything is possible, I remember Chris Swanson saying this one time, Sheriff Swanson, sorry, got to say it politely. He says, you got to be a lab rat. You got to follow people that have already done it. You got to believe that they're just like you. Look at, before he ran his first Ironman, he ran 3, by the way, which I'm jealous. I want to run 1, but he ran 3. Before he ran 1, before he had a belief he could run a mile. Before he did 1 Ironman, he had a belief he could swim a quarter of a mile. And it builds up from there. It's just getting results, producing results every day, getting past his self-doubt, getting up when it's hard, not staying down. Even when he didn't want to, he had to believe it was possible. Because why? Because other people have already done it. And what you have to realize is that if somebody's done it, so can you. Even if you don't know where to start, even if you don't know where to begin, it all begins with a dream and belief. Believe that anything is possible. Believe in yourself, pushing yourself to grow. Right? We have 6 human needs in this world, and I'm getting fired up. Maybe it's because Sheriff Swanson on the call. I love the guy, but I'm getting fired up. And the reality is because I want to give my belief into you. I believe that anything is humanly possible. I truly do. I want you to believe that. I want you to believe that. Push yourself to grow. There's 6 human needs, but there's 2 most important human needs. One is significance, and the other one is growth. If you don't feel significant, you're pretty much dead. And if you stop growing, you are dead. So why would we sit back and wait? Why not be the best you? Why not be the best version of yourself every single day you wake up? Step outside your comfort zone. Do something you've never done before. Challenge yourself to do something. I don't care if you're 500 pounds on this call and you've never taken a step. Take a step. I don't care if you have $1 million and you want 10 million. Figure out a way to make 10 million. I don't care if you don't know how to be a good husband. Man, take the step today to be a good husband. Take a step today to be a good mother. Challenge yourself to learn and be the best you. Everybody on this call, from Mario to Linda to Bob to Sheriff Swanson to Guy to everybody on this call, challenge yourself every single day to be the best you, because if you do, you will never go backwards. Push and push and push. You will break through resistance and barriers you never thought humanly possible. The only thing holding you back is your decision. Do I want to believe in myself, get rid of the self-doubt, and push yourself to grow? That's it. It takes out all the difficulties in the task. It's real simple. We talk about, okay, break through your self-doubt. Check. Okay, every day I wake up, say something positive. I say, I am the voice. I lead, not follow. Believe, not doubt. Create, not destroy. I'm a force for good. I defy the odds. I set new standards and I step up. Already mentally started to have it. Bang, I'm ready to go. It tells me I am the voice. I lead, not follow. I'm a leader. Okay, and if you don't want to be a leader and you want to follow people, that's fine. Find somebody like Chris said. Find somebody that be a lab rat. What are they doing? Rub shoulders with them. I'm going to tell you right now, and everybody that knows me, I wasn't the leader I am from 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I might have played victim in my own life. What did I do? I made a choice. I made a determination. I'm going to break through this. I'm going to push myself to grow every day. It comes with faith. It comes with a lot of hard work. It comes with discipline. And then when you do that, when you believe in yourself and you push yourself to grow, the third thing, you discover your hidden talents. You discover these uncovered potential buried talents that you never knew you had. You know what's amazing, your skills and your gifts that were hidden totally away. You discover what they are because you've explored yourself. You're looking at your self-evaluation. You're trying to understand your passions that lies within you, discovering your hidden talents. Man, I know I'm a dentist. I'm a dentist by trade. But my true calling, my true mission is to make the greatest impact in this life. So I had this platform on IG as we're talking on these Zoom links that you're all at, that I'm living my passion. I'm living my calling. I'm living my purpose. It wasn't until I dove deep within myself to say, what lights you up? I've never gotten $1 ever in the history of my life motivating, leading people, doing that. That's never been my calling. I've never gotten $1 from it. But when it gives me the energy down to my core, that I could speak and speak and speak beyond belief, whether I got $1, that's when you know you're following your talents. That's when you know this is God's gift to you. And then when you figure all this out and you find your hidden talents, then you're going to experience a renewed sense of optimism and motivation. I mean, life is hard enough. We beat ourselves up enough, but when you can truly meet your calling, we enter this new chapter. It's filled with an invigorating sense of optimism and enthusiasm that propels us beyond greater success. And who doesn't want that? Just with a thumbs up, who doesn't want to have hope in life? Who doesn't want to have belief in life? Like, who wants to have a new sense of optimism in everyone? Everyone. And ultimately reaching the goals is what you set yourself up for success. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to accomplish the objectives we have set, open up our whole world of possibilities, enable your ambitions and dreams and come true. Hey, man, hold on. Hey, Chris, just with a thumbs up, because I know you're on the call. Are you able to speak, or you just want to listen? Are you able to pop on the mic, or you just want to listen, Sheriff Swanson? Can we unmute Chris? Is it possible to unmute Sheriff Swanson? Can we unmute Chris?
Hey, Doc.
Listen, how you doing, buddy?
I
first
thank
of all,
you for the kind words,
what's
man. That? I just came on as a guest for a few minutes because I got the notification and my heart just said, listen to Dr. G. And I'm here, but I love what you're doing. I'll answer whatever questions you want, but you have the bully pulpit. You're doing.
Well, yeah, I just want to know, hey, Sheriff Swanson, what do you feel about people's belief system? Like, what would you tell somebody right now that might be lacking that belief? Like, how do you get motivated every day? What do you tell your troopers and people that work for you?
Well, you can only exceed your own expectations. So if you have low expectations, that's your ceiling. If you have high expectations, that's your ceiling. And it's all a conscious mind. We have the ability of free will. And for me to make the decision that I'm going to do something extraordinary, I'm going to have to do the extra so I'm not ordinary. And that means I set a high ceiling. And I think people can relate to that. And I'll end with this, is when you do that, remember the baseline of leadership. You know, I oversee 274 people, and I answer to 410,000 people. People do what people see. And if they see somebody like you that are out there leading podcasts and growing businesses and starting other franchises, and they see that, it encourages them to increase their expectations. So you raise yours to the level of high expectations. People will do it when they see it. That's my nugget for you, brother.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Much love, man. Much love. So, guys, as Sheriff Swanson says, you know, we all have these skills. We all have these talents. We all have these unique abilities. But I believe my first greatest abilities are, one is critical thinking. Critical thinking. Developing strong critical thinking skills can provide you with the ability to analyze every situation, make sound judgments. With this power comes invaluable insight into daily life and problem-solving capabilities that lead to increased productivity in any setting. Then secondly, we got problem solving. Like, effective problem solving requires the use of strategic on-the-spot thinking to identify solutions and bring results. By honing in your critical and creative approaches, you'll be better equipped to tackle any challenges. Thirdly, you need perseverance. Man, who doesn't need perseverance? You're going to be hit. You're going to be bombarded. You got to be able to do a steadfast thing of spirit and faith to accomplish our goals, no matter how challenging the obstacles may be. And then you got to be able to kind of multitask, right? Judging multiple tasks requires to adapt time management ability. Like, I multitask at one of the best. Like, I'm a dentist, I'm an entrepreneur, I own crumble cookie businesses, I have a dental lab. Like, I'm multitask. I'm a father, I'm a husband. I mean, I try to give everything I have. You got to be able to multitask and sought after skill, allowing one to maximize their productivity while maintaining your quality of work. And then last but not least, guys, you need a strong work ethic. It's period. You need the strongest work ethic. At your core principle, successful business lies with a team that is driven and unwavering work ethic. I know my office, Crossy Dental Wellness, they have an unwavering work ethic. We accomplish our goals and our dreams because we bust our butts every single day. I promise you this in life. If you work your hardest, if you have a great work ethic, if you have integrity and you have a thing, you can blow through any barrier in this life. Whether you're a dentist, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're just somebody listening, your work ethic tells you everything. I always say, how you do some things is how you do everything. I'm going to repeat that. How you do some things is how you do everything. Everyone says to me, you love hard, you yell hard. Yes, I'm very passionate because how I do some things is how I do everything. And the reason why I do it that way, and the reason why I encourage you to do it that way is because it's going to raise you to another standard. Yes, you might love hard. Yes, you might yell hard. Yes, you might do everything hard, but it holds you to that standard that everyone knows what they're going to get. It is your work ethic. It is your everything you build. You're down to your core principles that makes you who you are. Just with a thumbs up, guys. Do you think, is this touching home with you? Is any of this relating to you? Connor, great to see you on the call again. Andreas, is this resonating? Awesome. Because this is growing with Grassi, but this is all about making you the best version of yourself, building that self-esteem. Because if you believe in yourself and you start having faith and you have a journey, now we're going to build your self-esteem. And self-esteem is the invaluable journey that requires cultivating the right skills. Establishing the positive mindset, creating realistic goals, taking ownership of both your triumphs and your slip-ups, man, own that stuff. And key ways that begin your path to growth. Like, it's that simple, man. Every time I screw up, my team knows, man, I screwed this up. I really did. I screwed up. But by owning it, by telling people what you screwed up, you know where to change. I had somebody say to me that was a manager that runs my Crumble, and she actually said to me, failure was never an option. Man, shame on her parents for saying that. Failure should be every option. Everybody should want to fail a little bit. Why? Because it's through that failure that makes you who you are today, right? When I failed my exams in dental school, oh my God, I can't believe Dr. Grassi saying he ever failed an exam in dental school, because nobody tells you the garbage they go through. The facts of the matter is I failed an exam in dental school. And I used to play victim in my own circumstances, but it wasn't until that failure that I had to figure out a way of doing something differently. It wasn't until those failures that happened in my life that I became the best version of myself. So finding yourself in failure is okay. Just own it and then become the best version of yourself, right? Immerse yourself with supportive relationships and nurture confidence at all levels. Like, activate, find what future success look like. What does it look like? And when you find your inner strength and you know what it looks like, it's going to push you towards it no matter how difficult the times are. You will build that self-esteem and believe in that confidence system. It will push you to levels you didn't think humanly possible. It'll also shape your vision. Having a well-defined roadmap will help shape your vision. It's essential in life. Where are you going? What is your plan in life? What is it that you want to do? Have you ever sat down and say, okay, this is what I dream about. This is what I believe I can do. This is what I believe I can accomplish. I am on a journey right now, and only certain people know on this call. I am on a journey right now to be a bigger version of myself, the Bobby Grassi 3.0. It's been taking a long journey. I'm following a plan. I'm following a system. And I truly believe down to my core, I can accomplish everything. I can remember when people, and how many guys have ever been challenged in life? And you always say, I love the people that ever said, you can't do something, right? We love those people. Just with a thumbs up. Do we know any of those people that say it's impossible for you to do something? Of course. We all know who those people are. They don't have to believe in you. They don't have to believe it's possible. Only you do. Your wife doesn't need to believe. Your husband doesn't need to believe. Your friends and spouse doesn't need, or friends and cousins and colleagues don't have to believe. Nobody has to believe anything is possible but yourself. You have to believe it. And when you believe it, it creates the confidence. And when you start producing results, you watch what happens. You watch how many people move out of your way. You watch how many doors open up because of your belief system. 2 years ago, while everyone else was watching Netflix during COVID, I was finding ways to better myself. I was meeting the Richie Doans of this world. I didn't know Richie Doan. That's probably 3 years ago now. I forgot about it. COVID was 2020. It's 2023. But man, how time flies. I didn't even know who Richie Doan was. As a matter of fact, Richie Doan didn't even know who I was. I didn't really know who Ken K was. I didn't know who a lot of people were. I didn't know what legacy meant. I didn't know where I really wanted to be because everyone was in a pandemic. But I had a belief that I was always meant for something different ever since I was riding that big wheel. And it was that belief system in myself that catapults me every single day, that I hope you have an internal belief within yourself that truly is going to raise you to a standard you never thought possible. But once you start producing results, once you start changing life, once you start leading and taking control of your life, that's when things are going to work out from the external life. Once you internally know what you want in your belief system, and once you start producing results, that's where your self-esteem is going to rise. That's where your confidence is going to rise. Okay, the reality is this. This is the reality. If you look at people that are dark and depressed and don't know where they want to go in life, if you look at it, it's all from a lack of movement. It's all from a lack of belief system. They don't believe it's possible. So that's why they become dark and depressed. We talked about the human needs of significance and growth. If you don't believe, you're right. You'll always be right. I always tell people, you're always gonna be right. If you say you can't, you won't. If you say you can, you will. I'm going to coin a phrase in the Bible, and I'm going to paraphrase it. If you believe it, you can achieve it. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Anything that you believe, you can cause and create anything you want in this life by just a simple belief. Belief it's possible. You think Elon Musk didn't believe in the electric car? Of course he did. Look where he's at now. I mean, he owns Twitters, he owns a lot of things. But take anything. Take something as small as a child who can't walk, who believes one day he can, and he does. Think about somebody who's been, they said you don't have a year to live, but they live for 40 years. Why? Because they believe they could. It's not just about money and entrepreneurship. It's about a belief and a core and a confidence. So when you get down, right? When you get down, anything, you got to start by believing. Achieving your goals just starts with believing. To do that, you must understand and examine what motivates you. Why are you wanting to do this? And then we use this set achievable expectations for ourselves, right? We don't forget self-forgiveness and things that don't go as planned. And it's crucial. It's a crucial element to the road to success. With motivation firmly rooted in the mind, when we know where we want to go, courage can then flourish, and then meaning nothing will stand between you and those accomplishments. Nothing. Nothing. Mistakes are the natural part of growth. So when you try to believe something, I know there's people on the call that have this aspiration and dream to become something bigger than themselves, right? And it doesn't go as planned. That's when most people stop. But even a diamond has to feel that resistance. Even that diamond has to take all that pressure to become it before it becomes that beautiful diamond. It starts out as a freaking stone. When you start building that confidence in yourself about, that's when paramount to success happens. It wasn't a year ago, I couldn't even do these motivational calls. I could only do it with my dental team. A year ago, I wasn't even on social media platforms, sharing what I want to do, growing with Gracia. A year ago, I didn't even have a vision or a plan how to accomplish it. It wasn't until I started moving and taking action and taking a step that all these platforms started to open up for me. The Ken K's of the world, the Richie Doans, the Grant Cardones, the Ken Joslins, the Chris Swanson, Sheriff Swanson, jumping on my call. Sheriff Swanson talks to 410,000 people. He jumped on my call because he had a calling to do it. That's amazing. That's movement. It's because you guys showing up every single day that allows me to have these dreams and aspirations that give me the fuel to grow, the belief system that what I'm doing is right. You are my support system. We are growing together. You make me unstoppable. You make me motivated. You make me knowing that I'm going to make the greatest impact in this world. That is my calling. So that I'm not on here boasting about me. I'm on here now thanking you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, Chandel and my crew that's in the back there on Chandel's phone. Thank you, Bob Hale. Thank you, Andreas. Thank you, Ken K. Thank you, Sheriff Swanson. Thank you, everybody else that's on these calls with me that watches the recording and the past recordings. Thank you for the future people that I get to meet for supporting me. Guys, these calls are meant to help change lives. These calls are helped to make you become the best version of yourself. And if you want to push yourself even further, write down your plans. Send me what you want at the info@thedentistco.com. Send me a direct message. Do whatever you got to do to communicate, and let's build this thing together. Connect with me somehow. I'm looking forward to helping you in any way, shape, or form. Whether you're a young dentist that wants to be the best dentist in the world, or the best entrepreneur, whether you're a mom or a husband who just wants to be the best version of yourself, whether you're a dentist that's been practicing for 10 to 20 years. Guys, I might know how to do it. I've been practicing dentistry for 20 years plus. You might want to pick my brain. You want to know how to run a business? Cool, I got you. I can at least set you up for success. Tell me what you need. I'm here to help you. And come next week, guys. We're going to cover your financial thermostat. I know. The stuff nobody wants to talk about is finances. But really, guys, the finances, it's not meant to embarrass you, do anything. We're going to talk about your financial thermostat. Why am I talking about this? I told you one of my mentors was Richie Dolan. He's still my coach to this day. And if you don't know Richie Dolan, Richie talks about more money, more omnipresence, more results, and more entrepreneurship, right? More. How do you get more? Well, it all starts with it, just knowing where you're at. Where do you start from? What's your starting point? Then we can create a plan how to get your financial thermostat. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. I can't wait to dominate you. You guys help you dominate the world, not dominate you. I apologize. Help you guys dominate the world. I hope these calls are valuable to you. Hey, are they valuable to you? Let me know. Let me know. Much love, guys. I love you. We'll talk next week. Have a blessed day.